Welcome to Vendor Vision Podcast. I'm your host, Britt, aka 150. This episode is sponsored by Liberty Tax and Barrio Clothing. Make sure to like, follow, and support the businesses. Thank you for joining us today. Make sure you comment, like, and share the live. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Today we have Eddie Valens, aka Azeone. He is a local rapper from Phoenix. He's been writing raps for about 2 years, and his first song was released in September of 2023. His music is based around his struggles in the streets and overcoming addiction, which has turned into him being at local events like the fentanyl awareness event that just happened last weekend, Kickback and Cruise, which we had featured not too long ago by this man in the middle here. So we're just gonna get on into it. We have special guests today that are supporting their friend because it's his first time being interviewed. You guys may recognize this one right here, Troublemaker Gordy. He is in charge of all the Kickback and Cruise events that we've been doing since January. He has another one coming up soon. He has a bunch of other things going on, so we'll let him talk about that shortly. And then if you want to introduce yourself, we have a special guest as well.
Yeah, I'm Azeone out of Tucson. Coming out here to support my homie.
Thank you. Appreciate all of you guys being here. But
thank you.
Without further ado, we're going to talk to our special first timer here. Okay, so I'm going to ease you into this because I know you're nervous. And it's going to be okay. So don't worry. So basically, what we're going to be talking about today, you're just going to let the people know a little bit about yourself and what you've been doing when it comes to the events and your story as a performer. And just some of the things that you're passionate about, because I know that you recently performed at the fentanyl awareness event, and then you did the super show, that's awesome. So yeah, we'll just talk about that. Are you good? Yeah, are you fine now? Okay, cool. So what would you say is your drive for wanting to be a rapper? What motivates you to want to get out there, since I know you don't like being in front of people?
So I guess it's spreading the message. Mm-hmm. Like me and Gordy actually had a conversation last night. I was at his house and we were talking about the youth. Mm-hmm. Or actually it was on the phone. We were talking on the phone and it was about the youth. If we would have known, if we would have had people that we could look up to that were guiding us in the wrong direction, a lot of us probably would have went a different route. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess trying to spread that message. Just. Mm-hmm. Especially with how everything's looking nowadays.
Yeah, I know. I know that's crazy with that. Oh, look who it is! It's OGT Hernandez. He was here.
What up, OGT?
We're glad that he's supporting. I know that you prior to us starting today, you were mentioning how you've been working with OGT a lot when it comes to get your music and whatnot. How's that experience been?
Well, the last couple songs that we actually performed on the fentanyl awareness. I went to his house and we were in his studio and it was a good experience.
Yeah,
I felt comfortable there. I was,
I
liked it. So
good.
I'll probably be going back over there too.
Good, that's what you
hear. Yeah,
awesome. And that's another local business owner, and he's in events and he helps Gordy out with his events and planning it and getting everybody booked and whatnot. So it's kind of came full circle because I do the flyers for the event. And we just had the photographer, not last week, the week before, on an episode. And so good job, Gordy. Look at you making moves and
out there, bro.
promoting his homies. Yeah. And so far, so good. You have good picker because obviously you picked me, so you have good taste. So everybody that I've met through you so far has been really humble and really easy to talk to and professional. So good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate that.
You're welcome. What's your guys' relationship? How'd you guys meet each other?
We're just friends.
Not like that.
I think we all know that. Bro.
Oh my god! I know your wife. She would not tolerate that. No, how did you guys meet each other and do business together or rap together?
He was. I think the first time I met Gordy was at the show at the Native.
Was it? I thought it was before then. Which one? The first one, second one?
No, because I was gone
Thanksgiving
for a minute.
one?
I was gone for a minute, so I was out in Mesa for a couple of years.
Was it the suicide one or?
I don't think it was a suicide. It was one of the recent ones,
The recent.
Probably the turkey drive, right? Or no?
right before the turkey drive.
Right before turkey drive.
But I met him way before then, somewhere else. I forgot where I met you before that, but yeah. But long story short, we here today. You know, he's doing his thing.
So yeah, that's all. We were over there at that event,
Mhm.
and the whole like kind of like what got me to actually start performing, because I actually did some music prior to that with one of my other boys.
Mhm.
His name's Native Preacher, and he has a War Cry album,
Mhm.
and I'm featured on a few songs with him, and that was kind of like breaking me, like actually to get on, because I used to write, I wrote for a couple of years, and I just that confidence I didn't have it. You feel me? Like to get on a mic and do all that stuff, it was like kind of hard for me to even do that part.
I don't
right
believe
there.
you.
I'm like,
That's scary.
and so it kind of like we worked on that album, and then it's like got that whole thing done, and then I kind of took my direction and started hanging out with Gordy, or actually my boy Vinny, Vinny B, Malamente. So because me and him grew up together, so and I started hanging out with him. I think I met Gordy through Vinny.
Yeah.
And we were chilling, and I was talking to Gordy one day at what is that, at Native, at one of the Native events, and I'm telling him like, yeah, I do music, whatever. I have never did a performance prior to that, so I was like, and he kind of like he's like, I guess he was just taking note of it.
He does that. You can see the wheels turning in his head when you tell him something. He's just like, I'm gonna use you for later. I'm gonna put this in my little box.
It's a vision. It's a vision I got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
And I run with my vision. You know what I mean? And you know, I show love to everybody. You know what I mean? And just don't sit there and just shut my door. Like just shut the door on people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Try not to.
Try not to. Some people deserve the doors being shut in their face, but I'm just saying. John Caprio says, "What up?"
Yeah, it was
What
good.
up?
What up?
Hey, that's a homie right there.
And hey, speak of the devil.
Oh,
hey.
I know he was at the
Hey.
event because I remember because I always know these guys because I do the freaking flyers and I have to put these artists up and you guys have the
Shout
craziest
out.
photos. So I have to like edit. That's how I did your flyer for this event because I already had your picture and I got to meet you. So yeah, I freaked out.
Yeah, you ever need a detail? Also, go to Johnny Details right there. That's Johnny Carpio.
Like, oh, okay, that's who that
Yeah,
is. Okay,
Johnny
cool.
Carpio right there. Much love.
Nice. If you want to be on the podcast, talk about your business, hit us up. All right,
So yeah, he was taking note of that,
Mhm.
and I came across him again like a week later or 2 weeks later. And he was
Mhm.
like, "You're gonna be on the flyer."
Nah,
So your
yeah.
face is on the flyer. I'm like, what?
Oh my god, because you were like one of the first ones I did. I feel like
Yeah, that was
the
after
first
the
one.
first podcast we did.
with the other one, KDAF.
No, another one we did with the podcast. The first podcast we ever did all together. It was me, OGT, Vinny V, Jay Vengeance, Joey 602, Bond, his daughter. A lot of us, we all went in there, you know what I mean, and shut that place down, you know what I mean?
That's for KDAF, for what's her face? The Fear My Old Days.
Yeah, we'll be on the radio Wednesday also doing more new music, so stay tuned on that and shout out to her.
And I gotta get her on. She is the best. I know. I've known her since I've been in the MMJ industry. That's how I met her. She had a podcast called Stone Age Podcast, and then she went to the Fear My Oldies radio show, and then her brother station or whatever was called like the Roach Clip Podcast.
Yeah.
So you guys should get on them. They revamped their stuff, and so you guys, that'd be a good connection for you guys. But yeah, you go on. More stuff about Gordy.
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys,
yeah,
how you guys met. So he made you be on this flyer that I
He
created.
put me on the flyer, right? And I was like, that kind of
I
like
guess I'm
pushed me
doing it.
into like, oh yeah, kind of like. And my first performance, I was scared. I was nervous. I was scared. I ain't gonna lie. I was just standing there pretty much, just.
Did you rehearse at home prior?
No.
You didn't know how you were gonna sing or like anything, like being in the music, like la 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 la.
I can't like the songs I did, but it's just like the movement and all that, just, like being nervous and like. But
I mean, I don't know.
we got through it. We got through it. I
What
guess.
do rappers do? You get nervous. Don't worry, Gordy's been nervous too.
Oh yeah, I messed up because I was everywhere though. I
Yeah.
try to perform when I'm running everywhere, making sure everything's running intact, and
He never
making
performed
sure
a
all
song.
the vendors are okay, and just making sure all the people are okay. They're enjoying themselves, and try to go out there and perform. It was just too much on me. I'm like, man, never again. I'm like,
Yeah, so he gets nervous.
Never
That was
know.
not his first performance. So.
never, wear your glasses,
Nope.
homie. Wear your glasses, homie. That's how you do when you wear your glasses. Everything's like you
Yeah, it's like no one
It's
can
kinda true. Yeah. So yeah, we did that. After that, it's pretty much kept.
Did it make it easier after that? Because I know, okay, so your first performance was at the Kickback and Cruise in January when we had it. And then the next one you had said was the fentanyl awareness one. And then you did the Super Show. So now that you've done like 3, like, has it been easier for you?
The fentanyl awareness one was, a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot
Did
easier.
you like practice prior to that one, or you just like winged it?
I think just being around them.
Yeah.
Being around everybody that's doing their thing, the music, it was like more motivation. And just like the group of guys, they're they're not like cocky or they're humble. They do their thing, and it's just like the vibe that they give, and it's like that's cool. That's kind of like what I wanted to be like. I want to be like, you feel me, like all cocky and arrogant and being dumb like that. And that's what we were talking about. Like, so it's just like, I think that was like the motivation to like step out of my comfort zone too as well.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There's no one that could do it like that way.
Yeah, and I'm sure. I feel like it helps. Like, I mean, I wouldn't want to go first at a performance, even if it was like my 100th time. I still would not want to go first. I want to be somewhere in the middle. But I feel like, especially with rap performances, I feel like it's normal to have like your homies like on the screen, on the freaking. He's tapping the screen, so it distracted me up on the stage. And so, like, I feel like having your friends there with anything really makes things easier for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good. Good job supporting them.
Always support.
Do you perform as well?
No.
No.
Yeah, he does.
Why you
powwows.
They're gonna drag me into this pretty soon, eventually.
Yeah.
Duh. I mean, you are here for a reason, so you're gonna have to talk. That's the
Yeah,
rules.
so
He's gonna be a dancer. Don't worry.
Oh shit! Well, you can be like
I'll be
the hype
dancing
man.
backstage all the
Yeah,
videos.
he's that hype man in the back that just all the time.
You guys are
Actually,
special
I don't.
dancers.
I really don't.
So what?
Yeah, he does.
Dancers?
No.
No one has dancers. You guys are rappers.
He
You guys
does.
are dance.
He does.
It's probably you.
Oh,
Mm.
snap.
I've seen him. I mean, I'm always working the events, so I don't get to really see everybody's performance unless I'm like running to the back to do something or whatever. But then I'll catch a few things. But that last one though, I wanted to bring it up to you. I think we didn't get to talk about it because we were promoting your event when you came on. But were you at the last one, the last Kickback and Cruise in March?
That's right.
The very
Actually,
first. Huh?
That's what you
I
asked
did
me to
talk
be.
to you.
at.
Duh.
Yeah, you asked me
I knew
there.
that. See, I knew I mentioned before this. Okay, so my bad. In the very first performer of that event, I can't remember his name now. I know he was on. I don't think he was on a flyer either. I can't remember. It was his very first performance, and he did like this rap.
Mexican, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
like with the guitar and stuff. Oh
Yeah.
my god! I swear to God, I think he got like. I mean, most people
He
were
didn't
saying
have a
anyways.
guitar though, but yeah.
It sounded like he did. Was it
No,
performing
it's
the
it's
song?
the music of the guitar.
Oh, I totally thought he was performing it because I was at the booth the whole time. So it literally, like, it was the quality of the sound
Yeah.
was so good. So shout out to our DJ.
Yeah.
But like, it literally, because I couldn't see him, I was just listening to him.
That's
and
El
it was
Valle,
so
you know what I
good.
mean? And he's, you know what I mean? Shout out to El
Dude.
Valle. Keep on doing your thing.
That was amazing. If everybody wasn't already standing up, that he definitely would have gotten a standing ovation because that was the most amazing song I've ever heard in my life. And the fact that he announced that was like his very first performance and he killed it.
Mhm.
And everybody normally, it was like kind of like your guys' music, but different. And I definitely took me off guard because I'm used to like, you guys just being like, yo, rap and blah, blah, blah. And like the youngsters and stuff. But like, I didn't see him. I just could hear him. And it literally sounded like he was actually performing like the guitar in person. So like music was on point and matched perfectly. He was on in sync or whatever you want to say. And his words were clear. He didn't stumble. He didn't like act a fool or anything like that. And it was absolutely amazing. So you should have him at every single event. And he should open up for everybody always because he's amazing.
Yeah, well, we're still looking around for more, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
we
he needs to
got,
be on too. Because it's different. It's a different kind of vibe. And that's what I like about these events that you do, Gordy, is that you promote these people and give them a platform to show their music and show what they're capable of and like the different types. Not just like you're not just pigeonholed into like one category, what type of rap or whatever. That you kind of branch out and like do a little razzle dazzle, and it's awesome because it's a different experience every single time. Like you can have some of the same performers.
Yeah, it's just trying to work it all the music, all the styles all together as one, you know what I mean? Kind of make it flow together, and it just there's a lot of work in there, you know what I mean? And just like I get help from you, everybody else that been supporting me through everything I'm doing, and we're just getting stronger and bigger, and especially with Avondale Productions, you know what I'm saying? With AVP, Gmo, and Fee. Hey, shout out to them. Shout out to the whole squad right there, Righteous Soldiers, you know what I mean? Bond, all of them, man. That's powered by Bond, you know what I mean? And we're all linking together and coming as one, and we're running a herd out there in the Super Show. We're deep. We had Jay Vengeance with us, everybody. I had Wealth the Barber, shout out to Wealth, you know what I mean? And coming out, jumping out, and, you know, supporting the move.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And he's always been a supportive motherfucker, you know?
Mhm.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay.
But,
We're allowed to cuss here.
Yeah.
Because then we got booted
And-
out. Can't get
and,
what's it called?
you
Monetized.
know, and that's a big part of it, you know, and he's part of the movement, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? It's not, you don't have to be doing all kinds of crazy stuff to be part of the movement, but just don't move sideways.
Mm-hmm.
Don't move in that direction because there's some things that we don't condone in, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Carry yourself higher than what you would carry. Like just as you carry yourself in your house, carry yourself the same way. Don't change up and don't act a certain way and then go home and try to act another way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm a fool when I'm at home. I don't care. I'm me.
Mm-hmm. I know. I see your life. I know.
Yeah,
Stuff
I act a
freaking
fool all the
crazy.
time.
Yes.
My wife's like, man, what the hell's wrong?
I know.
I'm
She's
good."
so chill. She's like, I feel like the opposite. Like you are like the crazy, like everywhere, getting involved with everything and like totally off the wall. And then like your wife is like so chill. She just
Yeah,
kicks
she
back, lets you
supports
do
me.
you. She's like, I'm show up. I'll take care of the kids, and I'm gonna hang out with my girls over here, and just like
Yeah,
I'm here.
She
Like
supports me.
yeah,
you know what I mean?
100%. She's like the dopest chick ever. Like so, shout out to
Yeah,
her. Free
shout
time.
out to her. Yeah, I
Yeah,
love
she
her,
did, like
man.
she's always there with you, but doesn't like hover over you. She doesn't try to micromanage you. She just like
also
shows
my
up.
little one over there in the back
Yes,
seat over there. That's
she
my
puts
little
you in
road
charge.
dog.
Yeah, hell yeah. I give her the freaking walkie-talkie at the events and stuff. I'm like, you're in charge of your dad. Make sure he's good. Yeah, she's awesome. And then I love your son. He's the most adorable kid in the whole wide world. Did he ever find his necklace? I was gonna.
Yes.
Okay, where was it? In the car?
No.
It was at the event.
Yeah. On
Nuh-uh.
the floor.
Because I
Found
looked
it.
for
I
it.
went in the next morning and found it.
Oh, thank God. Because I was gonna say that. Like, if anybody found a freaking necklace, you guys better return it. Damn it.
Yeah, I found it.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I'm glad
it's
you got
all
his little
good,
chain.
you know?
He's so freaking. He looks just like he's like literally a smaller version of you with his little chain around his neck and a little hat and stuff. I'm like, oh my God, the kid's so freaking adorable. But yeah, so we got one in charge of you, and then one just being a ladies' man running around with all
Yeah.
the other little kids. It's awesome. But yeah, that's what I like. I like these events. Like I know the fentanyl awareness, people have their kids there and everything too, and I
Yeah.
think that that's awesome. And the Super Show obviously was all ages and everything, and I think that's awesome that you guys can be around children and like it be okay. You know, you guys aren't talking about like, you know, what is it? What's it called that, like MOB type stuff? You know, that type of stuff. I'm trying to censor myself so I can get my
Yeah,
side.
keep it
No,
short.
and-
I mean, I know there's about, you know, stuff that you guys do, but you guys aren't like just promoting like this like outlaw, like badass thing where these kids like think it's cool to be like a gangster and get in trouble.
And,
You know?
Yeah.
and that's like kind of like what we were talking about is like the whole growing up in that environment because like you were saying, like his wife, like me and her kind of went to the same high school too. It's
Nice.
crazy. And
Yeah.
it all comes around.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and we're from like the same area, same neighborhood, and it was rough growing up there.
Yeah.
It was rough. It's poor, very poor. A lot of drugs,
Mhm.
and it's like you didn't have a future. It's like you went outside, and it's like everybody's just either drinking or doing drugs or whatever. You feel me? And I'm like, and you had like two choices: go to school
Mhm.
or join the lifestyle. And for me, it was like I pushed hard to go to school,
Mhm.
but little things happened in my life, like my mom being an addict and
Mhm.
falling into her addiction, and my dad going to prison, and it's just like life started taking me in the other direction, and I kept
Mhm.
pushing that way, and the more I kept pushing, the more it kept pushing me this way.
Mhm.
So I was trying to stay out of it, and then finally I was just like, whatever, this is what's meant for me.
Yeah.
So I kind of just like threw my hands up, like this is where I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I guess this is what the life's gonna be.
Mhm.
And for me, it was like, yeah, and then meeting a lot of people and people taking advantage of you, and you're young and like telling you to do things like we were talking
Yeah.
about, and just like the guidance that we had, some of them were good. So it was
Mhm.
like,
Majority of them were, all of them were no good.
Mhm.
so
They would
yeah.
just get up and go do it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's what it was back then.
Yeah, that's what I've
There was
heard.
no like, hey, homie, don't do it. There
Mhm.
was very minimum, don't do this. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Hey, go handle that shit. Go do that. Go get them. You know what I mean? Go handle that business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was no like, it was like running through walls. Boom, boom, until you get stopped. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And you're done.
Yeah, that's
know?
what I've heard. Like, I am by far no gangster at all, and I am not from here. So, but I've heard enough stories from all you guys in different neighborhoods, like that grew up around the time that it's like, it's been said that it's not if I was gonna go to jail, it was when I was gonna go to jail because you guys were just like that was just expected. It was like a rite of passage almost in your guys' community.
Or you're just
Yeah.
running to go to jail. That's it.
That too.
Just
Some
running.
people are into it like that,
Yeah.
but just some people are like, you know, I knew this was part of the lifestyle. This is what was expected out of me. Like if you're gonna, you know, if you want to be like a little like from the hood, like that's what you were expected to do. You had to respect your OGs and you got to tell them what to do and blah blah blah. So like it's good that everybody I have been involved with since being out here in Arizona that have had that lifestyle and like grew up like that you guys have all made the conscious decision to like, yeah, I was a youngster and a knucklehead and everything, and I did what I did. But now now all my OGs have learned. Well, not all, but most of them, all of the OGs that you guys looked up to that may have gotten you in some trouble, like they've all cleaned themselves up, and then in turn, you guys have all like, yeah, you've been through that shit, but now you know that that's not what you want to do, and then you guys have your dads, and you guys have successful marriages, and not everybody, but like as a general statement. Like people like are really not you, but I know he's married. He's married, has a very good, healthy relationship from what we've seen. So it's like you don't just because you've had a hard life and you grew up a certain way and you were exposed to certain things, in a way it kind of forms you because like, okay, I've been there, I can talk about it, and like I know that I don't want to do that, and I don't want to keep going down that path. That I want to keep other people. So now you guys get to be the OGs, and now these youngsters get to not have to deal with what you guys had to deal with, where you basically groomed to be. And going down the wrong path, you guys get to turn around and be like, yeah, I've been there. I know what the hell I'm talking about. You don't want to go in that life. And now you guys can turn your whole last generation around. So good job.
And that's like I said, that's what the music that I'm basing around. And actually, Gord, like I sent Gordy a little beat, and we're kind of talking about like our pain on there. And that's like he's gonna talk about something, and I'm gonna talk about something. And it's like kind of deep.
Yeah, I got mine's already a lot. You know what I mean?
Go deep, and it's like
it's real deep. It's real deep about all the life that we lived. Like me losing my brother to suicide, also my uncle. You know what I mean? Beforehand, and going over there to clean up his blood and all that shit. And seeing the letters. Yeah, and it's all over losing their kids, getting their kids taken away, going through a lot. And there's a lot going on out here in this world that people are lost. And blue things ain't no good right now, and stay away, and it's hurting a lot of people, and it's affecting a lot of moms out there just seeing their kids like that, and it's not a good thing to be doing.
Right.
And coming from like that, like I said, like in that song he's talking about that. Mine, I'm talking about like in my verse on that song, I'll be talking about like my addiction and kind of like my mom's, because everything's a generational curse. So it kind of started with Ian, like, okay, so my mom passed it on to me, so my grandma probably passed it on to her, you feel me? And I hear little stories, like, you feel me? And so I kind of like, but my grandma was already clean by the time I was like with her. So it's a little bit like I didn't get to see it, but they experienced it, so they know what it was. And it's like for me, I was kind of hard to like not be selfish,
right?
And like be angry at my mom when I was going through those things, not understanding that she went through some shit.
Right. Yeah, because that happens a lot. People getting involved in drugs and stuff because it's their coping mechanism, because they don't have the right tools to deal with their pain like outside. They just want to numb themselves because they
and that's kind of where it goes into like her inflicting pain on herself and stuff like that, and kind of where I disassociated myself from love. Like, this isn't love. I don't want it. Like, I love you.
You have to
keep doing this thing. This isn't love. So I don't even want love. Like, I don't want love from nobody.
Yeah,
I'm good. And that's kind of what led into like the drug use too. Like, you numb yourself. I started numbing myself. So and I stayed in that for a long time. Well, my teenagers, and then my grandma died. Got clean, but all the anger and stuff came back. Rage and all that. It's
hard, like especially when there's a traumatic event that happens. Like you kind of it's very common for people to like go back to what they know that makes them feel good at the time and deal with things. But real quick, Cindy's on, so I want to shout out to her because we're talking about moms and losses and stuff. So she's on. I just want to say hi to her because I didn't want to ignore her comments.
Shout out to Cindy and her daughter Veronica.
Yes, Veronica. Cool
they put on a good show.
Yay!
That fentanyl awareness show.
Yes.
Was good. Anytime they want to do some other stuff, we're right there.
Hell yeah, I helped out.
I got you, Cindy.
Yep. Thanks to Gordy again, him working miracles and whatnot. I helped her out with featuring her sponsors and her performers, because her lovely daughter did the main flyer and she did an amazing job. But she had so much information on there. She's like, I need to, like, I want to shout the sponsor. I want to shout this. Like, can you kind of incorporate my daughter's thing? I'm like, I got you. So, and that was because of Gordy, because she had asked him like, oh, who does your flyers and everything? Because I do separate ones for our event because he has a lot of people going on. So she says, keep strong. We're here for you. Keep pushing. Oh, she's so supportive. Look how pretty she is. Yeah, but
Yeah.
her daughter's amazing, and I'm
Thank
very
you.
sorry for
Thank you
her
so
loss from her son. Like, she got hit hard, and she's going through some shit, but she's still being a boss ass bee,
Yeah,
kicking ass,
for
taking
sure.
names, and it's lovely to see all these like, you know, gangster dudes like supporting these females that are trying to, you know, spread their message and being so supportive, because that's
When
been
we
a thing
support
too.
each other, that's gangster.
Yes, I agree.
It's like
Yeah, remember that.
That's real gangster right there. When you
Yes.
could go up and do things like that, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
and take care of business. You know,
Mhm.
just like my boy Murder says all the time, dog. You know, he says the same thing. Gangster ain't being in the streets; it's taking care of your business.
Mhm.
So
Amen.
what really matters. Shout out to
Shout
Murder.
out to Murder. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Much
gonna be on
love.
podcast soon too. He asked about it, so he's gonna be
Yeah.
on here.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait to see that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so we'll talk about more about the event. What is, since you're new to the events, but in general, have you had like any, like, what's your best experience and what's like your worst experience?
Oh shit, my best experience.
Gordy's like, with me.
He said, oh shit.
And you don't have to say anything else. Remember, this is live. Vince says we did drugs back in the day too. What? Okay, I'm not gonna read that out loud. Whatever he said.
Oh yeah. We were me and Vinny both grew up in like the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
And yeah, we went through it. Yeah. Kind of a little bit like like he was saying, it started off fun a little bit, right?
Mm.
Especially like in a little area. You want to say it's fun, but at the end, the result, like I was just
Became a bad habit.
Yeah.
it turned into a bad habit,
Yeah.
and it wasn't fun anymore.
Mm-mm.
But we both seen each other go through a lot of things. He does his thing with Malo Mente,
Mhm.
Nina West, what's his
Wicked.
guy? Wicked.
Don't even.
Oh, say the last name. Say the last name.
No.
Wicked Beltran.
Nope.
Yeah. Shout out to Malo Mente.
For
all the
anybody who
way,
doesn't know what the
man.
hell they're talking about,
My dogs.
check out our episode with Gordy and the AZ Most Wanted. Check out that episode, and then you'll know what the heck they're referencing. 'Cause they're being mean to me right now.
No, we're not.
Yes, huh? And I just told him, Gordy, I just talked to him because Vince called, or Vinny, not Vince, called, and I was like, what's that last name? He couldn't remember at first, and I was
What
like,
about
dude,
Lauren?
I'm not talking about Lauren. 'Cause I already talked to him, and even though he's making fun of me right now, nah. Gordy's trying to get this man in trouble right now. I am not trying to mess with no females right now. That's why there's not a lot of females on my show.
I'm staying focused.
Yeah, he sees no freaking chicks. Like, unless you're willing to get a name tattooed on your face like this fool, we're not talking about no chicks. Period. Like, if you're not tattoo worthy, then we're not talking about you. Period. Yeah, when you got past our
Gotta
test.
be
and-
certified.
Yes. You gotta get that stamp from the
Certified housekeeper.
housekeeper.
Nah,
Mm.
fuck.
You're about to get banked up with
Yeah, I'm gonna get beat up when I get home.
I'm gonna give you that.
Yeah, rightfully so. Just saying. That's how you keep your man in check. But regardless, okay. So, what was your worst moment?
So okay, my best moment.
Did you talk about that? I don't know. I can't
we-
remember.
we-
That
we-
distracted me.
we-
You got throw me off.
we went to video. So the best moment for me was it was just recently, like it was like just soaking up the moments with them,
Yeah.
with the guys,
Mm-hmm.
and being in the moment,
Mm-hmm.
and just like experiencing those little experiences, even though it's just starting.
Mhm.
But I think before it was like we'd be chasing something
Mm-hmm.
and never got to experience that moment because we're all chasing something, and it's
Mhm.
like, but it's like take a moment and we joke and we laugh and we do all that stuff, and it's just like
Mhm.
those moments right there is just like it's what it's right there. It's what it's
Yeah.
about.
I think his best moment was this the Super Show because he didn't expect that.
Yeah,
Okay, I thought you
that
were
one
gonna say
too.
something crazy.
Him
Yeah.
or Jay Vengeance didn't
Why?
expect
What
that.
happened?
Yeah, because it was like
Oh,
we're just chilling, and Gordy was talking about getting me on, but it got to like I procrastinated a lot.
It seems to be a theme with some men.
I'm late.
Saying-
I'm late. I procrastinate.
Mhm.
But we were talking about it like the week prior. He's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get you on." So I was like, but I waited till the last minute. We couldn't get it. We couldn't get the song to him in time on Wednesday, and ended up shooting to him like Thursday. But he's like, I think the cutoff time's already done. So I was like, whatever. Like, I mean, it was good. I'm still going to support them.
I still
That's
tried
so
though. I tried and then they went through.
Mhm.
They went through, and then I was like, I thought he wasn't gonna. I said, Jay Vengeance, you got your USB.
Mhm.
So Jay, what? For what? For what? I was like, you're getting on stage and home. He's like, for real?
Mhm.
All right, cool. He went over there, rocked it
I
out.
thought I had been seeing his
He
videos.
rocked it out,
He did
and
a good
then
job.
Then next you know, we finished our set, and then his beat starts. He's like, "Is that my song?"
And you runs up on there?
I'm recording
Oh,
that. I'm
shit.
recording
Got
them,
into
and
the videos.
I'm hearing it. I'm like, and he's like, "Come on, come on." I'm like, I'm trying to run up there,
Yeah.
grab the mic, losing my breath. I'm like,
That's
But
No,
he
but
did,
that
he
was-
did jump on, like, you know what I mean? Like he done this
Mhm.
plenty of times, and
Mhm.
he's just elevating. You know what I mean? And that's what we love to see.
Mhm.
And we want to see everybody elevate. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
everybody get it. You know what I mean? And keep on continuing to win.
Yep.
Get it? You know what I mean? That's what we sit back and we just, man, love it. It's
Mhm.
not like I have to perform all the time. If I could get them somewhere and they perform, man, I'm happy with that. I sit back and I just chill and hell yeah, get it, dog, you know, and help them get where they need to get.
Yeah, and it's good because I feel like I definitely give you the credit because I see what you're doing, and you
Yes.
don't have to be the center of attention all the time. That you do really focus on other people and like putting on a good show, whether not just from a performance side, but just as an experience side. That you take care of everything. You're very organized, especially for me. I've got to tell you nothing. I have to remind you nothing. You got to keep me in check half time, which that's like hard to do. But so I respect the fact that you like have a vision that you do with the community and that you want to help all these people and that you are, even though you do have your moments where you're a little like full of yourself, but you don't, it's because you're confident, which is okay. Because you
Full
can.
of how?
No, don't even start with me. Don't even start with me, fool.
Just because like I know what I want when I want it. Hey,
Yeah,
make sure it
kinda,
gets hey,
yeah.
make sure you get that done like this. Like
Yeah.
no, it's wrong. Like and then
Yeah.
but the thing is, what does it do for you? It builds you, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, you
And
have
then
to
you're
really
like,
do
oh
things, but
shit.
yeah.
You're like, oh well, I did this the last time. Like, look, let me
Mhm.
try this.
Mhm.
And it works. The formula works,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So the formula works for somebody else. So now they don't have to tell you
Right.
you already got it down pat
Right.
because you've done it
Right.
already. So
Yeah.
it pretty much helps everybody grow
Totally.
amongst each other.
Yeah, no, it's good.
You know
That's
what I mean?
It's good that you know what you want and that you have the people on your team that one can take direction, two like don't take offense. You know what I mean? Because some
Yeah.
people like don't want to be told what to do, but it's like I'm not telling you to do because I'm not trying to boss you. I'm trying to help you and like kind of guide you through the process because you are more experienced, you know. And it's like yeah, they can take your advice or not, but if they don't do what you say when it's your event, then they're gonna get they're not gonna be invited next time. But you haven't. There's never been any fights at any of these events. There's never been any drama. There's a possible dramatic situation that could potentially happen, but you squash that shit like like a freaking pro, and nothing happened, and everything went fine. And Cindy just said something about humbleness and whatnot. And yes, you're confident but humble at the same time, and that your priority is other people. And I really respect that about you because you, even though it's you planning it and you're like the orchestrator or whatever, like your focus is other people, and that's all. Not I'm gonna make myself look good, blah blah. But to me, I always give you the credit when I have like experienced these other performers and people in events because I can see that they may or not started with you, but like I see the platform you gave them, and then I see them doing all these other things, and then anything you're involved in, you always bring them back as long as they have stuck to the guidelines and kind of represented you well, like with your humbleness, willing to do stuff for the community and blah blah. Like you don't have anybody. At least I've met that's like not somebody that I would want to work with personally, So I really respect that about you, that you have really good picker outer and everything, and that you're involved in really good things, whether you're doing it yourself or like, and that's the thing too, like you don't always just have to throw your own events. You're totally fine with performing or like being involved
helping
with other
somebody
people.
else,
I
with
think that's
their
awesome.
events and not holding back of the things that I got
Mhm.
on my end that could help their show.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's what I'm all about is helping out.
Yeah, it's not about
You know,
competition
I'm
with
not
you at all.
trying to. I'm not trying to
Mm-mm.
have a competition with nobody. I just try to help. You know what I
The
mean?
door is wide open now. We pave the way for many homies to succeed. That's how we do it. Take care of your people. Exactly.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
You already know what it is, brother.
Mhm.
Mhm.
You said it right there.
Yo,
Yeah.
and that's totally because I see how it trickles down. Like with me, the way I've experienced it is like it was you doing that stuff in Ada that got shut down. So then then you got involved with doing stuff with me,
You
and then
guys,
you brought like all these people to our pop up and everything. And then I see the people that like help you like put things on. Like I see how it like all trickles down where you've inspired them. Like everybody has great stories about you. Like when we just had Nicholas on here or wow.
Well
Yes,
said.
I call Nicholas. He's so freaking adorable. I just want to like squeeze his little cheeks. You see how dressed up he got for me? You guys take note. Damn it.
He's too
freaking
young
wore
for
a
you.
vest. He wore a vest for his
He's
birth.
too
for
young
once.
for you.
I said he's adorable. He's like a little child.
The
Like,
hell?
he's 20.
What kind of shit are you into?
It's adorable. Shut up. Oh my god. Don't act like anything. I'm gonna make sure your wife freaking handles your shit later.
yeah.
You're in
I'm
so much
just
trouble right now.
playing.
No, I think it's cute that he's a youngster. Like what we're talking about. Like he's a youngster. He's talking about OGs, and to me, I don't know what it means. Like how many years apart you guys have to be OGs, but to me, because I don't know if it's because he's little and looks like a 12-year-old, but like to me, he looks really, really young. I know he's only 20, but and like you guys are like my age. I don't feel like I'm that old, but I don't know.
And-
Is
Now
there
you got
space?
the whole rundown about him.
And never-
I interviewed him full for an hour. Yes, I did my research. But I'm just saying, like, I didn't know. I thought he was just a photographer, and then he performed
Yeah,
at one of your
yeah.
events. So we got to talk about other stuff, and then he helped you with your barbershop stuff. So I'm just saying, you are reaching somebody younger, and you're
Yeah.
inspiring him to do. For me to find out, like, 'cause I've seen him at other events.
Everybody
as a
just got to
photographer.
be humble.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? Don't
And he brought you up and gave you big shout outs for that.
think about it. If everybody was humble and not only what we're doing out here, but in the lowrider community, and stop all that nonsense, and they all work together, how
Mhm.
big it could be.
Mm-hmm.
But there's too many stubborn people out there that just don't get it yet.
Yup.
You know what I mean? And when everybody starts getting it, they all work together. Everything could be out.
Yeah.
Big time.
Mhm.
Big time.
Yeah.
You could be doing big things.
Yeah, I mean, look how great the ladies' first event went.
Yeah,
Like,
shout
that
out to
was
them too, you know.
ginormous.
Much
Like,
love to Aurelia, all
Hell
of them,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, talk about okay. That is someone I have a girl crush on her, and I tell that straight up. Like that is who I'm interested in. Not the little youngster. She knows already. It's fine. If me and Ghost fight over it, it's totally okay. Like yeah, these are both of our girlfriends. She just doesn't know yet. I mean, she kind of does, but look. Have you not seen her? She's like that scary hot thing where she's like very
Scary
confident.
hot.
She is. You know what I'm talking
intimidating,
about.
yeah,
She's
those-
intimidating as fuck, but like hot at the same time. Like she probably beat you up, but then also like
Yeah.
they got you pretty well. Or something. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like she drives lowrider and like she does a lot of like what is considered manly things, but like has a female touch to it. And so it's badass and inspires other females. Shut up! You guys are ridiculous. If you already know, I don't care. It's freaking her. Psycho Real. Any day, I will claim that any day of the week. I am not shy about that, but I'm not gonna freaking do. I'm not gonna come out like a
Hell yeah.
pedo.
I like this
God
podcast.
damn.
I
Shut
like
up.
this podcast.
I respect
Now we're going
freaking
somewhere.
hustling females.
You need to stop
period.
being that way.
Respecting women.
Damn.
What?
You're all thirsty and shit over here.
Shut up. You're
Oh, no, she's over here
ridiculous.
sweating and drooling. What the fuck? Oh.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sipping because I'm like, I'm gonna be nice right now and not make you stupid on my podcast because I'm not like that.
Hey, shout out to my boy G, man. Sweetie Styles too, man.
Yeah.
You
Shout out
know,
to G.
yesterday Sunday we're sitting there too, eating barbecuing and shit too, going through some things. It was funny
Joking,
for-
laughing.
Yeah.
Pulled up. We have,
You just had to be there, what? Or is there something that had happened with him?
Nah,
Oh,
he's
he's
just
just-
chilling.
he's-
We're all chilling.
I had a couple stories from.
Yeah, a lot
But
of
we can't
stories.
share them on here.
Okay.
They can't share them on here.
You brought it up. I'm just saying. I'm just like, and you guys don't have them, and
But yeah, no. So yeah.
we do have the flyers though, because I know you're about to be towards the end of time. We
Oh.
didn't give our freaking commercial break because you guys are talking too much. But did you get those flyers, Mike? That I sent you the little like on the email.
So I think there was one.
The new one. Sorry.
There's also one that's coming up. I guess that J&M walk, the addiction walk. That's coming up in November. But
Is there a flyer for it yet?
there's a flyer for
Did you
it,
send it
too.
to me?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's probably on there.
So that one.
You don't have the email? And it's on the messenger too for Vendor Vision because I did that as a backup. There's 3 little things I made to promote during the thing. So
Yeah.
without further ado, and then do you want me to promote that one?
Yeah.
Send that to him really quick. Okay,
The one on this Saturday also.
is this Saturday?
This Saturday one, the one with Filthy Rich, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what's that? Yes. Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Also Vinny V, Malamente,
Yeah.
Wicked, and Nino are gonna be performing at Candies.
Okay.
And
Where you see
bring
the
your
promoter.
ones, leave your guns. We're gonna have fun. I had to get that in.
I know.
I was rehearsing it.
I know. I was there for that. I'm like, all right, this is gonna come
Eddie
soon.
Johnson, his little booty shorts.
Yeah.
So is it like is it Asher Club or what?
Yeah.
I
I'm
did.
just going for support though.
No, I did. I picked
I'm
up
just going to support.
I picked up a
He's
dancer.
gonna be on the pole.
No, I picked up a dancer
He's
from
gonna be
Dirty.
He's gonna be
or
wearing a
something,
tutu
that
and shit.
Whatever. Dirty.
Dirties? I
Is
don't
it
know. I
Dirties?
don't
Is
know.
that what it's called? Just Dirties? Or is
I've
it
never
What?
been there.
that strip club? Dirty. What?
Yeah, Dirty's on
That one. Is
Grand.
that what it's just called? Dirty. I thought it was-
I
No.
just didn't like the name, so I just stopped.
No, I couldn't think of it. I'm like, dirty. Is it just Dirties or is it Dirty?
How do you know?
I was just saying, I picked up a dancer from Dirties like 2 weeks ago, and I was like super excited. At first, I was like, oh man.
You-
And so I didn't know what to expect really because I'm like, oh my gosh. So I was like, all right, well, let's see what's up because I picked her up at like 11:30.
You're trying to hook up with her?
No, I wanted to see if like if she was gonna tell me about
crazy.
crazy ass stories or what she was gonna look like, or like if she was like, because it was a Friday night at 11:30. So I'm like, okay, that's usually the A team, I guess, I would assume. So I was like, all right, cool. But then it was funny because like
And they're
obviously
young?
she took forever to come out, but it was fine. But she was very pretty and she smelled delicious, but she was really quiet. And at the end, like a stripper, like
You're the shit.
you know what that smells like. And when you're in a car in a small ass car, you guys don't even understand. We pick
What
up
does it
strangers.
smell like? You tell me.
You tell me. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about
I
when
don't
I
know
say
what
stripper smell. I know.
I don't know. Yeah, you
Okay,
smell
well.
armpits at Chica's, homie. Nah.
To me, I always pictured like strippers smelling like either coconut, like that cocoa butter stuff, or what's that, vanilla. A lot of them smell like, I feel like a lot would smell like vanilla. Like when I smell vanilla, I think of a stripper. I've never been to a strip club, but that's what I associate it with. I just feel like because they're always named something sweet, like candy and like stuff. So I just
Tootsie
in
Roll.
my brain.
What else?
Hey, but we're
See?
still
Everybody has a
like
thing.
for those fentanyl awareness shows and stuff like that. I was just
Okay, I was like, what? No, but anyways, but she was really quiet, and at the end, she apologized. She's like, I'm sorry that I didn't talk much. She's like, my social skills are like depleted right now. I'm like, girl, don't even worry about it. I'm like talking to freaking dudes all day, like, and then she's like, yeah, so I had to take a break, but now I have to turn it. I have to go back to work because now I'm home with my boyfriend. I was like, ooh.
Go back to
So-
work.
Yeah, there's 3 of them actually, but yes. So that when talking about the performances, so his first performance was at the Kickback and Cruise. I did that flyer, boom, and there's a mouse right there. I did that. Yeah, awesome. And then so that was the first one, and then the second one was the fentanyl awareness with Cindy,
Fentanyl awareness.
and then
with
Super
Cindy,
Show
yeah.
recently, and then that is one that he mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I
He's a
did,
featured artist on.
Featured artist on that album right there.
Yep, and it's on
And-
Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube. So check that shit out, yo.
And yeah,
And then that's the one that's coming up.
that's the one that's coming up. Yeah, it's in November, but from here to then, there's more shows that pop up or other events, and with it,
I sent the what is that?
You send it again?
Yeah.
Whatever you sent, 'cause it's not popping up.
also I'll be working, like I said, with OGT and Malamente. Like I was in their studio too, Malamente studio with Nino. I've been in there too. So.
Nice.
Big shout out to OGT. Welcome back home.
Yes.
He was out there with
actually-
Easy.
he did a performance.
Yeah, with Little Easy. Yeah.
Little
nice.
Easy.
He was out there in Kingman.
Nice.
You know, he looked like he had a blast out there in Lake Havasu and shit. So
Nice. Did you get the dirty? What's it called? The Filthy Rich?
Which one's that?
The one right before the main event one. You hearted it.
I just got the one that says with the yellow car, orange car.
Okay, yeah, that's main event, and then I'll resend the other one. Okay, so these are the other ones. This one is the Filthy Rich event
Yeah.
on April 27th, and the other one's the main event on July 12th.
in July 12th.
So we'll have those flyers up for you guys shortly.
Please stop sending me shit.
You told me to send it to you again.
Nah, I'm just fuck with you. I just wanted to test the mic, really. But anyways, we're but yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Thank you. Y'all, and everyone wonders why I'm so mean to you guys because you guys punk me all the damn time.
How you so mean if they're punk you all the time? You ain't mean.
I mean you because you guys punk me all the time. There's an association with that. Ghost was protecting you the other day, and I was like, no, you don't even know what happens off the screen. She's like, you gotta stop calling Gordy a fool. I was like, I'm gonna call him fool all I want because he's a jerk to me all the time. He started this whole thing. He's like, anytime my name was mentioned on a certain someone's live, he'd be like, ew, thank you. It's on here. There we go, main event.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be out there July 12th and stuff. Come out, you know, when you arrive, show the flyer. You'll receive a $5 playing card for your kids. You know what I mean? We're trying to make it kid friendly, no smoking, no
Yes.
drinks outside.
Behave
you know,
yourself.
respect the spot. We also got Filthy Rich, you know, with AVP, Gmo, and Fee. Come out this Saturday at Atlantis in Avondale. Pull up, you know, enjoy yourself. You know, booths are still available. There's a few tickets left. You know what I mean? Come out and have fun.
It's 18 and up, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And are you going to be performing on that one, or are you just promoting it?
I'm just promoting, helping them out.
Who else is for you?
Bond will be there.
Jay
Jay
Vengeance.
Vengeance, Murda, Face Capone.
Nice.
So everybody's gonna be out there. We're gonna be out there doing it.
Very cool. Is there okay, so we did that one. Is there any other events that you guys want to shout out before we wrap up, or anything else that you guys want to talk about before we leave? Oh, give your guys' social media hashtags, let people know where they can follow
Everybody should
you.
know already.
Well, him, yes. But you, Mr. Guest of Honor.
Oh, me, I'm on Facebook
Mhm.
under Eddie Valens, and Instagram it's AZ_E_01.
Okay, so
Yeah.
follow. And
Follow. I'll probably be dropping my first single song
Then, ooh,
probably within like a month.
nice. Keep an eye out. Make sure you guys follow, like, subscribe, everything that's doing. Buy his. Is it for sale on Apple Music, or they just have it, or how's that work with that single that you're on,
Well,
or the featured stuff?
the featured stuff, yeah, it's
Yeah,
actually on like YouTube. It's on probably every platform.
Make sure you guys check that out. And then Gordy, just for the people that don't remember, shout out your handle so people can follow you.
The AZ_MWF clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Follow me there. You know what I mean. The other one's a joint account. Don't want to give that one out. You know why? Everybody knows. You know what I mean. So we right here posted doing me. You know. And shout out to. I want to shout out one more too. What is it? What is that shit? I'll come back to them.
Okay,
Guys.
next. Shout your stuff out, homie.
So you find me on AZ_Niggy_AZ. So shout out to all the Malamente, Most Wanted, Jay Vengeance. Without these guys, they're all having friends out here.
Mhm.
Some of my new friends I got with, so I'm sticking with these guys throughout
Good
the
job.
time.
That's a
So,
good plan.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it's like a family too.
Mhm.
Like, we move as a family, we move as one unit, we just move as just a team. You feel me? We're just that's all it is.
Yep.
Support each other. That was one of the things too I'm talking about is like even when we don't have something going on, we're supporting everybody else.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I really like about you guys. You're very all for the community and helping people out. Big or small, doesn't matter. They're
Social
they
media,
yeah.
and sharing it. I want to thank everybody that shared the podcast.
Yeah, and I appreciate too. You did a really good job promoting yourself. Cindy says huge shout out to Veronica. Today's her today's her birthday. Happy birthday,
Happy
Veronica.
birthday.
Hey, Veronica.
shout out.
Woo!
Yeah.
I would say everybody follow her, but I don't want people following a 13, 14-year-old girl now, so stay away from her. But just support her from a distance by going to her events and being sponsors and paying her money. But yeah, happy birthday to Veronica. She's amazing. I hope you guys have a very happy birthday celebration.
Yeah.
And you guys have to be on our podcast soon and talk about your event. Hell yeah. All right, I think that wraps it up. I appreciate all y'all for coming out and promoting and sharing your stories and doing great things and keeping up the good work. So thank
Can
you.
you also
Thank you.
follow Family Tide
That too.
Clothing? You know what I mean. Look up their clothes. They're pretty dope too. So
Yep, they were a vendor and a sponsor for
Yeah.
Take Back.
I've been working with them plenty, like a lot of time. Now we're working.
Nice.
We got a lot of stuff going on. So
Sweet.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Better Vision.
Vendor Vision podcast
Live Ride.
and Live Ride.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Shout
them.
outs to all.
Shout out.
Thank you guys for having us on here.
Thank you. All right. And that's a wrap.